Now, the final proclamation, Mental Health Awareness Month, will be read by Councilmember Aldrich.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. Whereas May is designated as Mental Health Awareness Month to raise public awareness, reduce stigma, and promote understanding of mental health issues, and whereas in Washington State, approximately 300,000 adults experience serious mental illness each year, and nearly half of adults have reported symptoms of anxiety or depression. And whereas youth mental health is a growing concern, with 20% of Washington adolescents aged 12 to 17 experiencing a major depressive episode annually. And whereas access to mental health care remains a challenge, with only 16.2% of the state's mental health care needs being met. And whereas mental health challenges disproportionately affect historically marginalized communities, including people of color, LGBTQIA+ people, and low-income populations who often face additional barriers to accessing culturally competent mental health care. And whereas the City of Bothell is committed to supporting mental health initiatives, promoting awareness, and ensuring that all residents, regardless of their background, have access to the care and understanding they need. Now, therefore, I, Jenny Aldrich, on behalf of Mason Thompson, Mayor of the City of Bothell, do hereby proclaim May as Mental Health Awareness Month in the City of Bothell, joining advocates and communities across the country in promoting mental health awareness and supporting those affected by mental health conditions. And we have here to accept this proclamation, Tanvi Arekapudi. Did I say that right? Awesome. Well, I'll bring this to you. And would you like to get a picture with council afterwards? Great. Thank you.
Good evening, Mayor, council members, and community members. My name is Tanvi Arekapudi, and I'm deeply honored to accept this proclamation today on behalf of our community and all those who continue to champion mental health every single day. Mental health, as we all know, isn't just a personal issue, it's a community one. And tonight, as we stand together to recognize Mental Health Awareness Week, we're also standing for every child who's felt unheard, every teenager who's felt invisible, and every family struggling to see the next day without hope or help. As a 16-year-old teen mental health advocate, international best-selling author, creator of the Emotion Cards deck, and founder of the Uplift Teens Today nonprofit, my mission is to help my peers in their day-to-day life know they're not alone, but give them strategies to help them through those struggles. I recently founded Nexus Mental Health Hub for schools and for communities, a free vetted resource made by youth but for all to find strategies, information about mental health, anonymous peer stories, and more in one space without the barriers of all the different mental health resources. There's a lot of barriers like stigma, the cost, and the time commitment, but the goal of Nexus is to have it on an online website, easy to access anywhere, anytime. Nexus has now, proud to say, reached over 800,000 students and community members nationwide. The goal is to spread it to the 80 million students out there. And I'm proud to say that it's really rooted in the belief that we heal better together, working together. Also, we partner with organizations like Harvard's Medical Center, Boston's Wellness Lab, the American Academy of Pediatrics, the Healthcare Authority, and University of Washington to do research about it. But this work really started from a personal space. Like many teens, I faced anxiety and moments of feeling like no one would ever understand me. When I was 9 years old, I moved from Ireland to the US. It was a big move, from feeling like the world loved me to feeling completely invisible. I struggled to fit in, and the culture shock really made me feel like no youth or no adult would ever understand the perspective I'm in and the struggles that I'm going through. I went from coloring and laughing in classrooms to battling with panic attacks in silence, struggling to take the next breath because of the pain it caused me and how terrified I was. The anxiety, feeling overwhelmed, stressed, all hit me like a storm at once, and I did the best thing I knew. I looked at the others in my life and how they were dealing with these, but I saw everyone being happy all the time, putting a smile on their face. So I thought maybe if I could cover up those emotions and act happy, then I would feel less alone. So I went on like that, silently trying to survive what I couldn't name. But that changed when I finally, after months of struggling, told my parents what was going on. It was an awkward wait, but the first thing that they said was, "You're not alone," a message that still sticks with me till this day. But then my mom also suggested a quick mindfulness technique, and it really helped me to feel calm, a calmness I didn't feel in a long time. So that's really when I realized I had two big realizations. The first one is I was not alone in my struggles. There's millions of youth going through different mental health challenges every day, like stated in the proclamation through the statistics, and actually even more stats show that 87% of youth face a daily mental health challenge, and over 50% of lifetime mental illness cases start by age 14. And with the mental health crisis going on, these stats are getting worse and worse. And so really through COVID, I realized that this was more than just my story. It was my peers' stories. The Zoom boxes, they were all struggling and faking that smile. So I knew there was something I could do about it. Maybe I could just share the true realizations I had, and maybe it could help them in a way that those realizations helped me. So that's what I did, and that led me to the work that I do today, and I'm really grateful for every person who supported me and all the work that all these organizations in the City of Bothell do. This proclamation tells our communities, our students, and every person who may be silently suffering that we see you. Your story matters, and we are here to listen, to support, and to, most importantly, build systems of care that are accessible, inclusive, and proactive. So I invite each of you, City Council members, educators, families, and neighbors, to take action along with me. Let's bring mental health education into every single classroom and teach it like we do math, a regular part of the day. Let's open conversations around the dinner table. Let's connect our city school to the youth-led resources like Nexus, and ensure that every young person knows where to turn when they're struggling and feeling hopeless, like I once did. Together, we can build a future where asking for help is a sign of strength and where no one has to walk their journey alone. Thank you so much for this recognition and for standing with us in this mission to break the stigma one person at a time, united. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Tanvi. Can you tell us what the URL is for the Nexus?
Yeah, so we're actually working to launch Nexus for the City of Bothell. More info coming there, but right now it's bothell.nexusforcommunities.com, or the generic one is nexusforcommunities.com.
Thank you. So this meeting is getting recorded, so people can go back and reference also. So thank you. And we'll come down to take a picture.